Howdy folks, and welcome back to War Thunder with the mighty Jingles. Today I have two games to show you, and they couldn't be more different. The first one, I'm in my rank 14 B-17G American Heavy Bomber with 8 1,000-pound bombs. It's a ground strike mission, 2 towns, and this map tends to take a while to play out, and I'm going to bomb out the enemy base. That's the plan anyway. So this game is going to be slow paced, it's going to be measured, it's going to take a while. The second game you're going to see couldn't be more different to this one if I tried, but more on that when we come to it. For now, we're skirting the edge of the battlefield, gaining as much height as we possibly can, and we're going for that enemy airfield. On the way there, we're going to see if we can drop some bombs on the enemy fleet, specifically the heavy cruiser. But I warn you in advance, I really suck at high altitude bombing on moving targets, even something the size of a heavy cruiser. So, you know, don't expect much out of my naval bombing run. But that enemy base is not going anywhere fast, so even I couldn't miss that. While we're on the way to the target, do you know how the B-17 Flying Fortress got its name? Some of you probably will. Basically what happened was they unveiled this thing to the press, and one of the assembled journalists took one look at the multitude of guns sticking out of this aircraft and said, "My God, that thing looks like a flying fortress." And of course the manufacturer, always keen to spot a marketing opportunity, seized upon the name. And that's how it became known as the Flying Fortress. You have to admit, though, the name is appropriate. I mean, 8 different 50 caliber machine gun positions. And some of those machine gun positions are double machine gun positions. This thing is a heavily armed aircraft. If you look at the Avro Lancaster by comparison, the British equivalent, it only has 3 machine gun positions. And one of them, the tail gun, is a quad mount, but they're only 7.7mm machine guns. They're not 50 cals. This thing is heavily armed. And this thing could take a remarkable beating as well. If you look at the American Rank 15 aircraft, the B-24 Liberator, I'm not saying the B-24 was a bad aircraft. I mean, historically, the thing could carry a heavier bomb load further than a B-17 and was just as heavily armed. But most B-17 aircrews wouldn't trade them in for Liberators if given the choice, because the Liberator just couldn't take the beating that the B-17 could and still get the crew home. Hopefully, while I was talking about the B-17 there, it distracted you from noticing that I managed to drop 8 1,000-pound bombs on that naval convoy and didn't hit any of them. Yep, I suck that much at high altitude bombing on moving targets. Now, my bombs are back up, and with a little bit of luck this airfield shouldn't dodge too much, and I'll be able to hit it with all 8 bombs. Bombs away. Have a look around. Lots and lots and lots of bad guys below me, but they're all miles below me, and that's what I like to see. Go on guys, you just ignore the B-17. Nothing bad will happen. And you know they're all looking up at this B-17 circling their airfield 6 kilometers up, and they're thinking, nah, somebody else will get him. Well, yeah, we're going to see about that. Oh look, an enemy B-17. You know, I was actually considering at this point going after him and seeing if I could take him out with my machine guns, but not a lot to gain, too much to lose. And apart from anything else, bombers getting enough crap from fighters without having to worry about other bombers coming after them as well, so I'll ignore him. He's not hurting me. Now, you'll note that my bombs reloaded some time ago, and I'm only now turning around for a second bomb run at the airfield. And the reason, well, it's a bit of a first world problem. You see, if you're concentrating on one target, and your bomber crew is as highly trained as mine is, you reload your bombs, and there you go. Long before you're in a position to actually do anything with them. Now, I actually waited a good 12 to 15 seconds between my bombs being reloaded and turning around to drop the bombs on the target, and I still almost overshot. I could only get 4 of my bombs away. So I'm sitting up here now with half a bomb load, and I'm going to have to go around again, which is, you know, less than ideal. Hit the base again, though, with those 4 bombs. And again. That was nice. And the first time I began to experience this problem, as my bomb reload time got faster and faster and faster, I would get myself into trouble by not giving myself enough lead time before I turned around for my second bomb run, and instead I would point the nose of the plane down, kind of like I'm doing here, in order to bring the bomb sight over the ground target. And of course, what you're doing there is you're losing altitude, and suddenly all of those fighters that are down below you are looking up and thinking, oh, he's 6 kilometers above us, no, I'm not going after him. But then after you do this a few times, oh, he's only 3 kilometers above us, and it's the arcade flight model, I might be able to get him, and suddenly they start coming after you. So you really do have to be disciplined about this. Drop your bombs, fly away from the target, get your bombs back up, keep flying away from the target. It's a pain in the ass, because it means you're never really getting the full benefit of all that training you've put into the reload speed on your bombs. I must hasten to add, however, it's only an issue if you're constantly circling around the same target, a big target like a convoy of ships, for example, or an enemy airfield. If you're just cruising the battlefield, dropping bombs on targets all over the place, then it doesn't matter. It's great. Here we go. Big old sticker bombs. And there is a fighter down there. Oh, it's a Focke-Wulf 190. Now, is he coming after me? Hello. Oh, we've got a Wellington over here as well. Right. I'm going to head towards the Wellington. Now, call me a wizened old cynic, but in my experience, if a fighter pilot has a choice of going after a B-17 or a Wellington, he's going to go after the Wellington. The B-17's got a lot of guns. The Wellington, not so much. And everybody loves easy kills. So I am going to shamelessly use my Wellington teammate as bait for that Focke-Wulf 190. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. Jingles, you scumbag. Abusing your teammates like that. Yeah, I am. But hey, if he couldn't take a joke, he shouldn't be flying a British bomber. Rather him than me. And it looks like the Focke-Wulf 190's taken the bait. He's certainly not coming after me. Now, have I gained enough distance from that airfield to be able to get this next stick of bombs on the target? Maybe. I find it really hard to judge. Oh, no, I'm going to have to put the nose down. Ah, Jingles. You've screwed it up. Now, maintain altitude. There are fighters circling down below. I'll just take it round again. Now, these guys are getting dangerously close. Close enough for my gunners to start getting nervous. If we're going to do this, we're going to have to do it quick. And the Wellington's still up as well. There you go, you see. Totally planned. Teamwork. Yeah, definitely. Right. Is that far enough? I guess with more practice I'll get better at this. It's just judging the distance when it's safe to turn around. Get your nose lined up on the target again, and that Fokker Wolf 190 is getting very, very close. There go the gunners. Kind of off target, but come on, come on, come on. Crap. Alright, well, I'm getting shot at anyway, so I'm not going to lose anything by losing altitude. I've got to get these bombs away. Come on. Oh, we've got fighter cover. Oh, you absolute rock star. He's chased him off. This never happens. This is the... So they've actually noticed. They've actually realised that we're bombing the base out, and they've come over to defend the bombers. This never happens in random battles. Bombs away. Oh man, this is amazing. Look at this guy. He's all over that Fokker Wolf 190 like a rash. My gunners are... And there we go, sawed his tail off. Zypher BF109G, you are an utter rock star. Hit the base again. It's going to take one more stick of bombs. Now I'm pretty badly beaten up, but all my engines are still working. My gunners are all still alive, and I have a fighter escort. And there's more of them coming. Altitude doesn't really matter at this point. It's probably going to take one more bomb, never mind one more bomb load. There's two Spitfires coming up to get me. There we go. Bomb's gone. It doesn't matter if they shoot me down now. This game is over. Come on. All together or one at a time. It's all the same to me. I'll take you all on. Game 1. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, and I got an assist. Just waiting for the bombs to hit the target. There we go, base destroyed. Come on. Come on. Look at the ticket, counting down. There it is. We won a battle trophy as well. You know, I've been playing War Thunder for 11 months. And that is the first time I have ever gone on a base bombing run and had friendly fighter cover. It just never happens. So, no aircraft destroyed. No ground targets killed. Good amount of XP and credits, and my place on the team. Oh, there's the award as well. 4th. So, yeah, that'll do. Now, about that second game. Completely different to this one. Here we go. We're going from one extreme to the other. And look at that. I thought the Fokker Wolf 190 D13 had a ridiculous rate of roll. But that thing flies like a Catalina compared to these little things. This is the it's the Russian reserves. Well, technically this one isn't. This is the rank 1 premium Russian gift aircraft. How can it snap roll like that? With rockets, 82mm rockets mounted on the wings as well. The wings should snap off. What is... Oh, man. Arcade flight model. You so silly. We love you just the way you are. Don't ever change. Now, if any hardcore propeller heads are still watching this far into the video, if you haven't already been turned off by my antics in the B-17, right, I warn you now, right, you are going to be chewing your keyboard in frustration and disbelief when you see what this thing can do in the arcade flight model. But first, these rockets... Airware rocket kills, the gift that just keeps on giving. It's taken a bit of practice. You see, I missed completely with that, with those shots at the bigger target, typical. But what I've started to do is I've set my rockets to explode at 300 feet. Sorry, 300 meters. So I'm still practicing, but when it works, it's hilarious. as I'm sure you'll agree. Anyway, yes, we're here on Krimsk. A very, very, very low rank domination map. This is the map where there is only one airfield and both teams have to fight over it. And generally speaking, if you ever try to capture the airfield, it's basically signing your own death warrant, because there are so many tiny little fighters swarming just 100 feet in the air above that landing strip. And yet, at the same time, the opportunities for just sheer glory in taking that airfield, as you're screaming down the runway with tracer chewing up the ground left and right, enemy aircraft crashing into the ground all around you as they overshoot when they try to take you out. Sometimes it's just worth the risk. Oh, damn, that was close. Oh, are my rockets? No, my rockets aren't back up yet. And my shooting is just as shit as always. And don't ask me why I'm not stalling, it's arcade. And yes, one of my wings is so badly damaged that the only thing holding it on is willpower, but it's having no obvious effect on my flight dynamics because this aircraft is Russian, so it's made out of Stalin wood. Oh dear. Come on, get that lag. Hit him. I've critted this guy so many times that, he's made out of Stalin wood as well. Come on, die, you scumbag. Nope. Nope, you're not going to die today. Okay, right. Take it round again, class leader. Oh, crap. Oh God, no, there's all sorts of company. Ah! Gotcha. And here's another one. And I've got him too. Oh, I love these things. Oh man, they're all over me now. Come on. Come on. Yeah! And another one. No, get out of the way. Whoa, that was close. I've lost track now. That's just what these games are like. In these tiny little Russian things. Oh, there goes my engine. There goes my engine. Oh, no. Can I put it down? Can I put it down? There's a stretch of open ground there. Can I get that? Oh, landing gear. Jingles, get your landing gear down. There we go. Oh. And I've scored. I've got an assist on the way down. There it is. Soviet reserve aircraft. Shoot us down, we'll still kill you. Yeah, if anybody was wondering, I'm thinking of playing War Thunder. What aircraft would you recommend I start on? Russians. Just don't argue. Just play the Russians. Right, anyway, next. Here we go. I do love these little things. They're so much fun to fly. And in case anybody was wondering whether or not that display of ridiculous aerobatics at the start was restricted to that first aircraft purely because it was a premium, no. They're all like that. So, yes. These, by the way, are the aircraft that were so shit. They got shot down in their thousands in Operation Barbarossa in 1941. Although, to be fair, they were flying against vastly superior, the kind of aircraft that in this game are 5, 6, 7 ranks higher than these things are. But anyway, enough of that. We're not here to deal with reality. We're flying reserve Russian aircraft. We don't have time for realism. Oh, rockets missed. I want my money back. I demand a refund. Oh, got an assist anyway. Oh, crap. Right, they've decapped the airfield. Landing gear down. No, trees are coming up too far. Okay, I'm going to have to go around. Now, this is usually suicide, but hey, no guts, no glory. Live fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse. Let's win the game. And here they come. Here they come. Somebody just... Did you see that? Off to the right. Somebody tried to shoot me down and just pancaked right in the runway. Yay! We've captured. Oh crap! I've lost my engine. Oh, doesn't matter. I happily sacrifice my engine for glorious Soviet socialist victory. Totally worth it. It was totally worth it. We won. We were probably going to win anyway, but hey, screw it. I captured the airfield. We won because I captured the airfield. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, yeah, that one didn't last long. And domination battles on Krimsk, they never do. These games are over in minutes, but they're always fun. Oh, I finished second. I was robbed. Robbed, I tell you. Robbed of my rightful place on the top of the leaderboard. Oh, who cares? It was fun. So, there you go. 2 games in War Thunder, and they couldn't be more different if I tried. Both fun in their own way. Whether you prefer the more meticulous, slow-paced nature of the life of the bomber pilot, or you just like flying around the place like a rattlesnake on crack in your Rank 1 and reserve aircraft, there's something for everybody in War Thunder. And soon, all this and tanks too. Hope you enjoyed the video, folks. Watch your 6. I'll catch you next time.